Hello, everybody. I'm here just to talk a little bit about like the Mirror's Edge beta. As you see, I'm playing it right now, and I just thought I'd kind of go ahead and put this on my channel just so I can kind of give Dice, or I guess it would be Dice, whoever's developing this game, just a little bit of feedback or whatnot on this beta. Well, I guess first off, let's start with like the positives. Um, I honestly think the game looks pretty decent. I mean, it could use a little bit of touch up. Obviously, you saw some texture pop up and stuff here and there from time to time. But considering the game basically only loads during missions and pretty much that's about the only time you'll ever actually have to see load times, like pre-mission or when you die. I honestly think it handles itself pretty well. Kind of reminds me of Dark Souls in that respect, how it kind of gets choppy, I guess, transitioning districts and whatnot. So, that's one thing. I will say that the game looks decent. Obviously, things can get touched up as it gets closer to launch, but honestly don't think it looks much better or worse than the original, to be honest with you. I guess unless you're playing on PC, then the differences are probably going to be more obvious. But as far as consoles go, I do think that this does look substantially better than the original one. Uh, as far as the frame rate goes, I mean, shit, I really didn't expect to see this thing in 60 FPS. I didn't think they'd pull through with it, but it does run at 60. I think it's a better gameplay choice because it makes the controls feel a fuck of a lot smoother. Um, I mean, you won't be able to tell by watching this footage, but it definitely is a whole lot more, like, smooth compared to the original as far as, like, turning and movements and stuff like that goes. Um, but, and I say as far as the story missions go, they do offer that same sense of, set pieces and variety that the first game kind of had to offer. So if you're kind of bummed out about the open world structure, don't be. There's going to be plenty of content here, I feel like, to facilitate that. And the open world's simply there to kind of, I guess, more or less like enhance replayability, not try to like kind of make the game to basically end basically at time trials. Um, so I think that's a good change. As far as the bad stuff goes, and this is kind of where the criticisms are gonna have to lie now. This thing, the fucking skill tree. I'm not a fan of it at all. Reason why I say so is because certain things, even I understand this is a prequel, story context and whatnot, but I mean, you can't tell me that a human being can't turn 180 degrees without unlocking that ability to do so. I mean, that's just retarded. I'm sorry. It's stupid. I don't like that. In the final product, I kind of hope that they kind of either bump it up further up into the skill tree or at least give you enough points after, I guess, maybe your first two missions to actually just unlock them. I really don't think like abilities at the very beginning that was available in the first game off the get-go should be unlocked, such as coiling. I mean, quick turn, I don't know. It just kind of comes off as arbitrary to me. But I mean, otherwise, I don't really think it's too bad. It kind of has like the status quo kind of stuff, like do more damage to this such and such kind of enemy, and you can do more damage to your punches, and reduce like the usage of your focus meter and stuff like that. And focus meter, just to kind of touch on it real quick, it's when you hit the right trigger, you kind of see this gust of wind. It's basically to help you gain momentum out of nothing, basically. So it helps you basically start a sprint. It's a pretty useful feature. I actually really, really like that addition. But yeah, skill tree, I don't mind the concept, but I think some of some of it just feels like padding. I think it's kind of bullshit, to be honest with you. Um, let's see, as far as other stuff, I'd say touch up on this frame rate. There's certain districts or areas where it's just downright, I mean, it's borderline fucking ridiculous, like, how bad it gets. It dips pretty low, like, to the point where it's kind of a slideshow. You'll see it in one of my other footages that I'll post up. It's a time trial, just a quick time trial run. But you'll definitely see it in there where the frame rate just basically hitches. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea too, like of just what the basic like running around and stuff's like um, in the open world. These are basically user-made or user-generated trials. Well, this one isn't right here, but these are like you'll see like these real little red blips everywhere. Hopefully they add an option to turn those off, unless you can turn them off via in here in the menu. Yeah, actually, I believe you can. You can tick them off. Yeah, I believe you'll be able to tick them off at some point or another. So, yeah, but it's not too bad though. I actually genuinely do like that. Definitely facilitates more replayability out of the game, I feel like. And as far as other stuff goes, there's not really too much to complain about for me, honestly. I mean, this is pretty much what I wanted from the get-go out of Mirror's Edge, so, like, I mean, I'm not really disappointed by it. Oh, that's right. There's not any enemies around them trying to test this out with, but, you know, Melee has definitely improved. It's all done on the face buttons now. But it's pretty neat though because you get light and heavy moves now, and it's all well, there's no enemies around. God damn it! All right. Well, if there's enemies around, you can actually. It's all physics based, so you can actually kick them into other enemies off of environments. It feels very natural. It doesn't feel very ham-fisted. I will say that fans of the original, one of the things that they may or may not like about this change with the open world structure is that in many ways it is very much there's less of a sense of flow. And what I mean by that is that because the levels aren't like linear anymore and like constructed to be, you know, basically well constructed playgrounds, like with an intention behind each obstacle. You basically, it's going to be very heavily reliant on your ability to improvise a lot. So if you're not one of those creative types, or you don't know how to like really think outside the box, I can kind of see this being like frustrating and kind of like pace breaking a lot. So that's one thing to keep in mind. It's just going to be a change of pace along with like the structure of the game now. But I don't think it's something that people can't get used to. I mean, you guys are good at games, right? But yeah, there's not much else to say other than I really enjoyed this beta, and I hope to see this game actually come out in June. But other than that, guys, take it easy, and I hope you guys enjoyed this footage. Peace.